So if you've been thinking of moving or relocating to the greater Daytona Beach area, you just may have some questions. And that's what this video is today, answering your questions. Of course, if there's a question you have I did not cover in this video, please be sure and post it in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer it right away. Imagine 23 miles of surf and sand with two distinctive lifestyles. We have mainland and we have beachside. We also have a diverse mix of people living here, from bikers to sun worshipers and everything in between. We have upscale eateries and high-rise condominiums. So whatever you're looking for, Daytona Beach just may have it. And on top of all that, it is one of the most affordable places to live. So without further ado, let me go ahead and answer some questions for you. One of the questions I have is Daytona Beach a good place to live? Well, of course, yes. I'm going to answer yes, or I wouldn't still be living here. I moved here in 1993, and I raised a family here. Both of my kids are doing wonderful. We've never had any problems. I came from up north, and I did move down here because I couldn't handle another winter. As with any city, of course, we have great spots, okay spots, and not so good spots. But I'd love to know a place where they don't have any crime. We don't have an excessive amount of crime. I believe our cities do a great job handling things properly, just like most cities. Daytona Beach has come a long way. When I first moved here in 93, it was more of a party town. I mean, MTV was here then. I think that was the last year they were here. The city started cleaning up the town and getting it more of a family reputation. And they've done a fantastic job doing just that. Now, with that said, another question is Daytona Beach a party town? Yes and no. What I mean by that is, if you're looking to come here and vacation and really live it up, there are certain areas you will have the time of your life. How about partying at the ocean deck right on the world's most famous beach? They play all kinds of music, primarily reggae music, and with the windows open and the ocean breeze coming in, it's like no other place to party. Up and down A1A, there's tons of eateries and places to hang out. Also, on mainland side, like I had mentioned, there's beachside and there's mainland. There's tons of great spots as well. Now, when bike week is in town or race week, of course, it becomes even more of a party place. And even if you're not a biker or a racer, I suggest go check it out. And if not, if that's just absolutely not your thing, it's fine. You can completely avoid it with no extra effort. Won't be bothered by it at all. Maybe you'll see a little more traffic here and there. But as a local, you definitely learn where not to go or drive during maybe a week or two. So is it a party town? That's why I say yes and no. We have certain events, and then we also have places you can go to. But I myself am not much, I wouldn't call myself a partier anymore. I do enjoy going out for bike week and primarily people watching. That's always a good time, and they have some wonderful shows. But other than that, I'm not a party person, and I absolutely love living in the greater Daytona Beach area. Another question I have is, why is Daytona Beach so cheap to live? Well, across the board, the cost of living is a lot cheaper than most places, even throughout Florida and the United States. A big part is, here in Florida, there's no state income tax, which makes it very desirable for a lot of people to come and live here, and especially retire on if you're on a fixed income or not. It's just really a nice added addition to living in Florida, and especially the greater Daytona Beach area, where it's even a little more affordable. Of course, you go to Jacksonville, Orlando, Miami, you're gonna pay a lot more. Good thing is, you live in Daytona, those big cities are not that far away, and you come right back home to Daytona after visiting those places, having a great time. Come back to Daytona where you can have a great time too, at a much more affordable rate. Okay, I have another question. Why even move to Daytona Beach? Besides the beaches and all the activities here in the greater Daytona Beach area, and like I mentioned just a few moments ago, it's so affordable to live here. It's a great place to relax, and there's plenty of unique job opportunities here as well. Someone had also asked, what is the safest place to live in Daytona Beach? Well, I can't really answer that. I'm not legally allowed to say, or what my opinion is the safest. There are websites you can go and look at. However, I can go over some great communities. Pretty much anywhere in Daytona Beach or the surrounding cities are fantastic areas. Some of my favorite is Pelican Bay. Pelican Bay is a gated community with a golf course surrounding it. It's absolutely gorgeous in Pelican Bay. I've done several videos on that here in my channel. And also there's LPGA. Right across the street from LPGA subdivision is Margaritaville Latitudes, which, by the way, includes its own private beach. Where else can you go, live in a community, and you have access to your very own beach? On the world's most famous beach. There's also Mosaic. There's just plenty of great areas to live in. If you'd like more information, I'm happy to help. Just go ahead and contact me. Let me know what you're looking for, and I will suggest some wonderful places, as I know this area really, really well. Okay, why retire in Daytona Beach? Well, again, there's no state income tax and no inheritance tax. It's plenty to do here. We have several communities. We have some 55 plus communities with tons of activities. Again, Latitudes Margaritaville is a very, very popular one. You will have so much to do there. You'll have to take a break sometimes. They have every activity you can think of. Also next door at Mosaic, they have tons of activity. It's not a 55 plus, but they still have a pool, fitness center. Of course, if you like the condo style living, especially on the beach, there's always condos available that you just go downstairs, you have a swimming pool inside, you have a pool outside, hot tub, fitness center, activities, potlucks. There's just tons of ways to meet other people, to have activities that you like, or if you like keeping to yourself, there's plenty to do as far as walking or exercise or just sitting there and looking at the beautiful ocean. You will never be bored here. I promise you that. I will help you find exactly what you're looking for. Okay, here's one. Can you walk on Daytona Beach at night? Yes, you can. It is open 24/7. The beach never closes. It is open 24/7. Let me further explain. For pedestrians or bicyclists. There are only certain hours where you can park your car on the beach. But with that said, I would like to suggest really thinking hard about walking on the beach at night. Because first off, it is pitch black down there. There's really no lights. So if you're walking down the beach and somebody decided to build a big hole during the day, you fall in it, twist your ankle. Or unfortunately, if some bad company was down there, no one would see you if you're getting attacked and no one would hear your screams because of the ocean is constantly going as well, which kind of can get kind of loud and would be hard to hear you. Again, it's not super scary there, but like any city, we have bad people as well. So you can walk on the beach, but I highly suggest you don't do it at night, even if you're with someone else. What I used to do, and sometimes still do, is I get up real early in the morning, just when the sun is starting to come up, and you'll see plenty of other walkers on the beach as well. Is Daytona Beach subject to hurricanes? Yes, unfortunately, we do get hurricanes throughout the state of Florida. Good news is where Daytona Beach is located, we are less likely to get hit by a hurricane. And quite honestly, since I've lived here since 1993, I've never had anything more than a couple tree limbs down. I've been very fortunate. I don't know of anyone who has had significant damage up and until, unfortunately, last year when Hurricane Ian came through. I did have several friends that their homes did get flooded from the rising water. That was one of the worst ones we ever had. It was pretty much throughout the state. And hopefully we don't have another one, but yeah, hurricanes do come through. I normally do evacuate and then just come back when the power's back on. I just really don't like staying here with the heat and humidity after a hurricane with no AC. That's just me personally. But I did make it through that one, and it all turned out okay for me. And not only me, but all my neighbors in Pelican Bay, we were fine as well. Can you swim in Daytona Beach in the winter? Yes, you can. I personally find it way too cold because even when you got out of the water, it's kind of cold. But I walk the beach a lot in the winter because I just absolutely love the breeze and it's not too hot. The sun's not as intense as far as being concerned about getting sunburned. But I will oftentimes see people out there any time of the year swimming in the ocean. I just assume it's the tourists from up north. Is Daytona Beach fun in the winter? Absolutely. That is my favorite time of the year here is the winter time. That's when I really go and hit up Disney because it's not scorching hot. I will not go there in the summer months. I just cannot take the heat like I used to. But I will just continually go there because I am a Florida resident. Disney is so kind and offers us annual passes at an incredibly affordable rate. So I go to Disney a lot. I also go to the beach, walk the beach a lot, get a lot of outdoor activities without having to worry about having heat stroke or getting too sunburned. I love our winters. If you haven't been here in the winter, you have to come check us out. Are dogs allowed on Daytona Beach? No, unfortunately, they're not allowed. And probably that's a good thing because sometimes they get kind of crowded, and as we all know, we get irresponsible pet owners be coming over, maybe snipping at kids, going to the bathroom, eating people's lunch that they brought to the beach. But with that said, we do have designated park areas such as down in Ponce Inlet. That's where the ocean and the river meet, and there's a dog park there right on the water where you can have your pets go swimming out in the water. I also believe up towards Flagler, heading towards Palm Coast, Painters Hill, I believe they have a dog section of the beach as well where you can let your dog run around on the beach, go in the water, and let them have a great time. Okay, and can you drink on Daytona Beach alcohol? No, there is absolutely no drinking on the beach. Do people drink? I would guess. Probably they try and hide it. But just keep in mind, there are beach patrols that go up and down the beach. I sure hate for you to get caught and ruin your vacation. But with that said, there are plenty of hot spots right there in Daytona Beach. You just walk up to the restaurant or the bar. You can stand on their deck, have a few cocktails, see everything happening on the beach. It's really, really a great time and a lot of fun. It's like no other. And if you're thinking of moving or relocating, go ahead, give me a call, send me a text. Shoot me an email. Just know I got your back. We'll move into the greater Daytona Beach area. Till next time.